guys, big breaking news coming out when it comes to nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. It says here, Ukrainian robot boats hit Russian Black Sea oil terminal. It was a follow-up strike to a damaging attack hitting Tops 10 days ago. There are unconfirmed reports that Ukraine also launched its big Flamingo cruise missile at the port. Hold on, let's stop here for a second. Are you serious? Flamingo cruise missile? There's a possibility, guys. Flamingo cruise missile might have done this. Alright, so before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you again for your support, guys. I really appreciate it. So Flamingo, there's a possibility Flamingo cruise missile might have been used on this one here. Armed forces of Ukraine forces overnight Sunday to Monday launched amphibious and airborne kamikaze drone strikes against targets in southwest Russia, with the main efforts concentrating on a Black Sea oil tanker loading terminal critical to the Kremlin for export. Sea-launched robot boats hit the Bearport city of Tobsk. I think that's how you pronounce it. One of the Russia's two main terminals for oil export via the Black Sea. Initial reports of a strike in progress reached local news platforms shortly after 1 a.m. on Monday. Video uploaded from viewpoints inside the city documented 2 explosions in the central port area and fires, with a capacity to transship around 17 million metric tons of oil product. It's not looking good. So once again, the Bears getting hit, the oil facility, and there's a possibility Flamingo cruise missile might have done some of that damage there. So you do have the Ukrainian robot boats had previously struck Tops on September 24 and overnight on November 1st and the 2nd. The latter raid damaged 2 tankers, halted fuel exports and refinery operations for days, caused an oil spill, and forced tankers to abandon the port. A Russian Krasnodar Crowd Defense Command statement made public more than 6 hours after the latest strike stated shore defenses successfully intercepted 4 unmanned boats. Now, there was neither damage to major infrastructure, not injuries to people. Now, but the detonation of one boat close to the shore knocked out the windows on the 2nd floor of a 2-story house and damaged a garage and boathouse that officials' Russian announcement claimed. So you have local social media contradicted the official Russian narrative of an effective Ukrainian strike destroyed by local defenses and reported a single tanker had been tied up at an oil loading pier at the time of the kamikaze boat raid and the blast reported in the port. Now, independent geolocators evaluated video and still photographs pinpointed one explosion to the western tip of Tups Wharf 167. Now, the pier is inside Torps Harbor and normally used to load smaller tankers with Russian crude oil for export. It says here scattered heavy machine gun bursts were recorded as the strike took place. Security camera video showed an explosion rising more than 50 meters and an orange flash lightning up the night sky. Apartment residents near the port recorded images of a fire burning after the strike. Now, some Ukrainian mile bloggers suggested the tankers was destroyed, but Kia Post cannot confirm that claim. Now, the Bear National Railroad Company extended to November 13 a ban on rail shipments to Top's port, citing insufficient train car handling capacity. The Reuters news agency reported on Sunday. The Wire report went public several hours before the Ukrainian kamikaze boat struck. Now, the Ukrainian mile blogger Strike News reported the Ukrainian raider boats launched from Ukraine's Odessa region and sailed some 900 kilometers through international waters to hit Top's port. I truly apologize if I'm saying that name wrong, guys. But, yeah, so this is a massive hit, basically a mission complete by Ukraine. The Ukraine's Magua Sea drone, a domestically developed robot boat, first fielded in 2023 and in wide use by AFU Special Operation Unit since then, has a reported cruising speed of 22 knots. Past raids launched from Odessa region, Magua Raider groups spent 1 or 2 days at sea before reaching targeted areas on Russia's Black Sea coast, according to a statement by Ukraine's military intelligence agency, HER. A Magua drone's terminal struck speed is more than double cruising speed, complicating defense against the incoming weapon. Reports by midday Monday had not identified the type of strike boat used against Tups. Aside from sea drone strike, images reaching open sources by midday on Monday showed a sizable raider in shoreline adjacent to Top's port and blast damage to beachside buildings. The independent Russian news platform Supernova Plus reported a Ukrainian cruise missile. This could be the one. Cruise missile, possibly a newly fielded missile called Flamingo, had missed the port to strike nearby. Kia Post could not confirm the report independently, so this is the big one here. So there are reports, people are just putting out these information, but there's nothing to back this up. There are reports that there was a cruise missile that was fired and it missed its target. And they're saying that it might have been the Flamingo. Lucky that Flamingo didn't hit anything, but that would have been big problems. So, in air raids taking place simultaneously with a confirmed robot boat and possible cruise missile strike on Top's port of the Black Sea shore, waves of Ukrainian kamikaze drones hit railroad infrastructure in the Russian port city Rostov on the northeastern shore of the adjacent Sea of Azov. Officials, Russian reports of the strike led by Russian Defense Ministry said that between 5 and 10 long-range Ukrainian drones attempted to enter Russian Federation airspace above Rostov region, and all were taken down without injury to who or damage to property. Images uploaded by civilian Rostov internet users contain audio of propeller-driven drones flying at low altitude and explosions. Some posts claim that the Ukrainian aircraft had targeted railroad infrastructure near Rostov City train station. Ukrainian military spokesperson Petro in a Monday statement said that the strike hit the Rostov regions across Russia overnight, according a Monday morning Russian Defense Ministry situation report. At least 50 Ukrainian long-range drones were spotted by Russian air defenses, engaged and destroyed, with the majority sighted above Russia's southern and western region. Air travel was interrupted across that territory. Man, it was going down last night, with the airports Rostov, Saratov, Pensa, Samara, Tambov, Kaluga, and Ufa partially or completely locked down due to drone strike, a drone threat. Now, the deepest drone penetration of the night reached airspace above Samara region, more than 1,000 kilometers. Now, inside Russian Federation territory. Data published by, I'm going to skip that name there. Once again, Ukraine in late July launched a strike campaign initially targeting the bare Russian oil processing and transport capacity, and later expanding the rail infrastructure and power grid nodes, with the official objective of reducing Russian state income from overseas oil sales and retaliation for Russian bomber, missile, and drone strike against Ukrainian homes and businesses. Now, using robots, boats, propeller, and jet-driven drones, and small numbers of domestically manufactured European nation-donated cruise missiles, Ukrainian strike forces since then through Monday had launched at least 160 confirmed strike against Russian energy infrastructure. And we almost done with this one here. So it was really going down. But I don't think the Flamingo cruise missile was even used. I mean, even though there are people saying that they seen what it might have been a Flamingo. Again, Flamingo cruise missile is something that a lot of people have been talking about. Could be the next game changer for Ukraine. It's like the long range of their own long range. We send them ATACs. I think the Europeans send them Storm Shadows and stuff like that. But Ukrainian have the Flamingo, and something that's going to be used. Is going to be used pretty soon. Independence estimates of total Russian Federation oil processing capacity lost due to Ukrainian bombardment from 20 to 40% of total national capacity, and twice that if of a Russian's western and central territory in range of Ukrainian drones. In late October and early November, the Ukrainian strike campaign usually hitting between 2 and 4 targets a night, widened with strikes against Russian power grid substation and city heating plants. Ukrainian leader Zelensky in early November comments said that Russian attempts to force Ukrainian civilians to suffer in homes without power or heating will be retaliated by the AFU in kind, but more effectively. A Sunday Ukrainian strike hit and turned into rubble a 4-story wall of the test main heating plant of the major city, Russian city Voronezh, damaging the main boiler and forcing a shutdown. Thus far, in the expanded strike campaign, cities like Voronezh, relatively close to Ukraine, have borne the brunt of Ukrainian drone strike, particularly the city Bryansk and Belgorod. All right. So that's the latest breaking news there, guys. That is the latest breaking news, but I don't think... I just don't see Flamingo being used on this one here. I believe this is more of a drone strike, and it's been going on since the beginning, 3.5 years ago, of this war. But again, a lot of people are saying that they've seen the Flamingo cruise missile. There are unconfirmed reports that Ukraine also launched its big Flamingo cruise missile at the port. But again, I would keep you updated with all this news here, guys. Once again, crane is hitting the oil facility, and they hitting those oil facility really, really hard. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and share. Check out the videos I posted today. The links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.